Hey, mama. So, starting this week, I'm going to be playing replays of the most downloaded episodes on all things podcasting. So, today's replay is all about why podcasting is the best marketing strategy for mompreneurs. As busy mamas, we need simplicity in our marketing. Not only does podcasting make it easy to market your business, it is a great way for increasing your visibility and attracting your dream clients. And I'm speaking from experience. I have signed my most aligned, my most dreamy clients directly from this podcast. Now, I break down this and so much more in this episode. Also, I want to let you guys know, because I had a few people ask, I'm going to be hosting the next and final round of the 7-day pod launch Get It Done week next month. The final Get It Done week is going to be July 15th through the 21st. And the reason why I'm closing the doors on this offer is to revamp it and relaunch it in a way to better serve the mamas who are ready to start podcasting for their business. So if you've been wanting to hop in this offer and you're ready to take immediate action and launch your podcast, join us now. This will be the last time that it's available at this price, as well as how it's looking. It's going to look completely different. So grab your spot for the Get It Done week. You can head on over to mompreneur.com/get it done. All right, let's get into this replay. Hey, mama, are you tired of feeling stressed and overwhelmed trying to grow your online business with your babies at home? You desire more flexibility in your day, allowing you to pour into your family, yourself, and your business without running yourself into the ground. Mama, you can build your dream business and do it in a way that fits your current season of life. And I'm going to show you exactly how. Welcome to the Mama Turned Mompreneur podcast. I'm your host, Andria Singletary, daughter of the king, wife, mama of two, and life and business coach for mompreneurs. On this podcast, you will learn business strategies made for mamas just like you, who desire to be successful CEOs and fully present mamas without stress or overwhelm. So whether you're an entrepreneur who transitioned to a mompreneur or a mama turned mompreneur, I am here to support you. So grab your coffee, notebook, and pen, put in those earbuds, and let's dig in. So when I first entered the online space, I came in as a new mama of a 1-year-old and 12 weeks pregnant with my daughter. I knew I didn't want to go back to a 9-to-5 because I didn't want to miss out on all of those amazing first moments with my babies. Also, we didn't have much family support, and truthfully, I do not do well working under others. And so I started my business as a way to stay home with my babies. What I quickly came to realize was that a lot of the marketing strategies promoted by the experts didn't take into consideration mamas running businesses and raising babies. I still tried to apply these strategies that the experts touted as being the right way to do X, Y, and Z as an entrepreneur, but I quickly became burnt out. I was trying to do all of the things with an infant on my hip and a toddler running circles around me. It was a lot and it was so stressful. Even after hiring a social media manager to handle editing my reels, creating graphics, writing captions, scheduling my content, and engaging with my ideal clients, I was still burnt out. I knew I had to do something different and that there had to be a better way. And so I ended up launching my podcast October 31st, 2022, but I didn't connect it to my business. It honestly wasn't until 2023 that I officially started truly, and I mean truly, podcasting for my business. I really needed to simplify my marketing strategy, and I needed a way to guarantee that my content was reaching my ideal clients. I knew I wanted to show up on social media less because it was such a time sucker for me. I would find myself scrolling and wasting so much time. And so when I shifted my marketing strategy to focusing primarily on my podcast content, that's when things in my business started to shift in a way that made a difference. I started truly enjoying the content I was making and started seeing results. DMs and emails about the impact my podcast content was making on other mompreneurs. Inquiries about my services, people booking discovery calls, and me confidently showing up for my audience each week. On top of that, my podcast audience started growing consistently. And I even saw way more growth on Instagram and with my email list. And I was able to do all of this while working less and leveraging my energy so that I could be a fully present mom. So one thing my marketing and sales coach, Mrs. K. Hillman, always says is that moms do business differently. And honestly, it is so true. We don't do business the way others do business, which is perfectly okay. It doesn't make us any less of an entrepreneur just because we choose to do things differently or do things that don't necessarily go along with what the experts say. As a mom and business owner, we have to leverage our time and energy, and we need simplicity. Trying to show up on 5011 platforms. And if you guys don't know what 5011 is, shame on you. But trying to show up on all of these platforms and creating a different piece of content for each of these platforms is exhausting and it's insanity. Podcasting honestly makes it all so much easier. So what I want to talk to you guys about right now is the simplicity that podcasting brings for mamas running businesses and raising babies. You don't have to get dressed, put on makeup, or do anything special to record your podcast episodes. And can I be real with y'all for a moment? 9 times out of 10, including right now, I record my podcast episodes in my PJs with no bra on and a scarf on my head. That is why I do not share the video component of my podcast. And you know what? It works for me. My business coach, Mrs. K. Hillman, she will record some of her episodes on her phone from the comfort of her bed. No fancy setup, no tripod or lights, camera action, just a simple setup that allows you to get in and record and go on to change that next diaper or make your baby something to eat. That is how simple your content creation can be. Another reason why podcasting simplifies your marketing strategy plan is that you can talk for as long or as little as you want. You are not limited by trying to cram valuable content into a 30-second reel. You can also quickly record a 10-minute episode while either your babies are napping or playing independently if that works for you. Bottom line is that you get to decide. There are no rules or algorithm that determines how you have to show up for your podcast. The only rule is that you do it consistently. Podcasting also simplifies how you market your business on other platforms with content repurposing. So if you take a look at my Instagram, my emails that I send to my list, the comments I post in Facebook groups, it is all content repurposed from my podcast episodes. I no longer create new content for every platform that I show up on. Content repurposing has decreased my content creation process by half because I'm not brainstorming content ideas for each platform. And a lot of times I'm able to create the content when I'm actually ready to post it because I'm pulling from my podcast episodes. Just to be real with you guys, I used to spend hours creating and scheduling content for social media. Now I don't do that anymore. I'll schedule a couple of posts, but those are still repurposed from my podcast. Now with my Instagram stories, I have a couple of templates saved on my phone that I upload to my stories, type out whatever the message is, and again, it's repurposed from my podcast episodes, and then I share it. And just so you guys know, Content repurposing from your podcast is something that I will teach you in the Podcasting for Your Business Accelerator. There is a really easy way to do it. And so I share with you guys my process for doing this because I want to make things as simple as possible for you guys. We are mamas. We are running businesses and raising babies. And that's a lot. And that's not the only thing we do. A lot of us are wives. We have family that we like to spend time with. We have friends. We have other responsibilities. So simplicity is best for us. Now, I want you to take a moment and think about how you currently create content for your marketing strategy plan. Are you happy with your current process? Are you showing up in a way that feels good to you? Are you burnt out with trying to keep up with the latest trends and doing all the things the social media gurus tell you to do? Now, I want you to imagine what your life and your business could be like if you started podcasting for your business. How much time would you free up? What could you dedicate that extra time to? Well, for me, that looked like not opening my laptop at all last Tuesday and taking my kids to the park and spending a few hours there blowing bubbles and playing on the play structure. It also looked like that last Thursday with meeting my cousin and her kids at the park while our boys played on the play structure and her and I had time to catch up. I didn't have time like that available to do those things before I started podcasting for my business. I was constantly using every spare minute to churn out content, engage on posts, look for posts on Facebook where people were looking to hire someone with my skill set. I don't do that anymore. I allow my podcast and my repurposed content to do the work for me and bring in new leads. That can be your reality too, and I will show you exactly how in the Podcasting for Your Business Accelerator. So if you are ready to simplify your marketing strategy and create a plan that frees up your time so you can have impromptu park dates with your kids, I want you to go claim your spot in the accelerator at mamaturnedmompreneur.com/P4B. This will also be linked in the episode description and the show notes. The doors will be closing to this program next Thursday, May 18th, 2023, or when 10 spots are claimed, whichever comes first. Do not miss out on this beta pricing either. This is the lowest that you will be able to get in on this program at. Well, I hope to see you in the accelerator. All right, Mama. I'll catch you in the next episode. Well, Mama, that's a wrap on today's episode. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to hang with me. If you enjoyed today's episode, will you do me a favor and follow the podcast and leave a review? Hitting that follow button and sharing your thoughts about the podcast are the best ways to ensure that other mamas like you find this show. Your review also lets me know if you're enjoying this podcast, so make sure to share your thoughts before you go. All right, Mama, I'll catch you in the next episode.